Hey everybody, this is Mark with Merchant on the Mark, and in today's video I'm going to be going over another one of my absolute favorite tools, and that is called Inventory Lab. So I sell online. I've been selling online for over 20 years, and I sell over 7 figures a year. And when I'm sending in my packages to Amazon's fulfillment warehouses, I use the Inventory Lab software to be able to package the items in the way that I find most helpful based on the number of boxes that I have and how I actually want to put it together. When you're using Amazon's back-end Seller Central shipment creation process, it doesn't have as much flexibility. It's a lot more pain to print out ASIN labels, and I find it to be just a lot less effective. So I use the Inventory Lab software to do that, and also Inventory Lab allows you to basically put your products in a way where you can tell which products are the most profitable over time, and also which stores are the most profitable over time, along with a lot of other reports that I haven't even got a chance to use yet. But Inventory Lab is a great tool. There'll be a link down in the description if you want to check it out. And let's go into my computer and I'll show you how I use it. I'm going to be showing you Inventory Lab. So this is one of my absolute favorite softwares, and basically it provides a system where you can manage your inventory. You can keep track of where you bought particular items, what the buy cost was, what you sold it for. It also allows you to create shipments into Amazon in a much easier and more streamlined way. It allows you to print labels out on your label printers, and it gives you a lot of really cool reports that you can use to run to find out what your best sellers were, how much profits you made, and that kind of thing. So you can definitely use the basic Amazon Seller Central backend to create shipments in. However, it's not nearly as flexible and it's not nearly as easy to use as Inventory Lab. So just check out Inventory Lab here on the site, and you can see some of the reports that they have. It shows all the buy costs when you purchase. You can break it out by suppliers to see which supplier is the most profitable and which products from those suppliers are the most profitable. But I'll show you more about how to actually create a shipment in Inventory Lab in another video elsewhere in the course. But if you look right here, the basics of it are that you create a new batch. So just imagine that I have a stack of shoes that I'm going to send into Amazon, and I need to process those. So first of all, we need to find the actual shoe size, color, variation. And so, for example, I went out and just found this random shoe right here, and then I run the how many extension to see the variations and get information on the reviews. Let's just say that this one was the one that I had. So this ASIN ties to this color, this style, and this size. So that's the one that you would need to actually add to Amazon. So we'll just copy that, and then we'll go into Inventory Lab and we'll paste that in. Now alternatively, the easier way to do this is that you just scan the barcode on the box, the shoe box, and that will pull in the same product. Now if it doesn't pull in that same product, then it's not been added to Amazon, and you need to go through the process to add that. But right here we can see this is a shoe. It's ranked 5021. There's one offer. We'll click that, and a few different pieces of information there are very helpful. So it has this information for reminders and things I don't really use. Tax code, battery, you can add that if it has a battery, if it's regulated. You put in your total quantity, so maybe you have 2 to 5. You put in your buy cost, when you purchased it, where you purchased it. Expiration date is not really applicable for shoes, so you don't have to put anything there. And then the SKU, what I do is I break this out so it's easy for me to reference all the key information. So let's just say, for example, I bought this for $30, so that's my buy cost. I bought it at the Nike outlet, let's say. I hope to sell it for, let's look over here, and there's one listing for $157. Let's just say that I hope to sell it for $150. So that just gives me a reference point. Whether or not you sell it at that price, it doesn't matter. It's just going in, that's the price that I'm hoping to sell it for. Next, I like to track the rank at the time that I'm entering it. So let's say 5021 rank. I also like to reference the day that I'm entering this. So let's just say 120.21, and then I like to reference something about the shoe itself. And I might also put black on there as well if I have space, but that's pretty long. Okay, condition. We're always sending in new. Over here, this will show all the different prices for the products, and so you can, let's just say that we want to sell it for 150. What it will do is it will take your price and subtract out all the Amazon fees and also your costs that you put over here, and give you a net profit. So you would make, after all fees, $73.71 if you sent it into FBA and sold it for $150. So that ROI is $153.59, and you would just click that add to batch. It would print out your ASIN label that you would apply to the shoe, and that would be that shoe. So then you go on to the next one, and the way I typically do this is box by box. So I'll get one box, get all the shoes that are going in that box, process that in one batch, and then it neatly sends it over into Amazon. I can then print out my labels from Amazon and proceed from there. So if you had to do this in the Amazon backend, it's much more time consuming and not clear at all. So highly recommend checking out Inventory Lab. Here's all your reports, your accounting, some profitability reports, and it's just a much better way to do things, especially when you get into sending larger quantities of shoes in. So there'll be a link right below this video, and I hope you like it. I've been using it for many years, and I haven't found anything better. So I'll see you on the next one.